I love people. My joke is I have one thing that I'm good at, and that's loving people. So for me, it was I needed to find an element in which I could do the thing that I feel like I'm good at. And so I quickly got involved at Northrock to serve, just because I just wanted to be with people and love on people.
As a believer, you can't be a spectator. You have to be part of the body, and to feel part of the body, you need to serve. And the mandate is really from Jesus. Jesus said, you need to serve, and so I felt that that to be so important in my life and to my growth as a believer. That's essentially what I did.
It's definitely pulled me out of my comfort zone. I have a lot of energy, but at first I'm just very shy and was reserved, and so it gave me a reason to talk to people. It gave me a reason to embrace my community. If I didn't get involved in serving or in small groups, I would just walk in, go to service, take off, because I'm just like, too many people, I don't know anybody. But really getting involved has allowed me to get out of my comfort zone. It gave me a reason to get to know people. It was like me taking that step to serve was like, I'm gonna give this, and then God's gonna give you this. Here's your community, here's the love, here's everything you need right here. So it's like, I'm giving, he's giving back.
It's interesting because I'm naturally an introvert. But as we went through the gifts, and as I went through Growth Track, it was pointing me towards the VIP. And I tell you, in VIP, I feel fulfilled. And it does fit that spiritual side of me that wants to really introduce myself to people, know people, meet people for the first time, even though there's sort of this natural tendency in me to be an introvert. I really get some sense of vibrancy from interacting with individuals.
One of my favorite part of working with kids here at church is when they worship. There's something about when kids worship that's incredible. I mean, they lift their hands, and the minute they start to sing, it's like the presence of God just meets them right there. And in big church, sometimes it feels like it takes time to get there. It's like he almost has to break down some walls and break down some insecurities before we can embrace the presence of God. But when kids lift their hands to worship, it's just like, boom, there's the presence of God. And I mean, we're supposed to be worshiping and leading them in worship, but sometimes I'm just like watching them worship because it's just like their face. It's almost like they can feel Jesus right there. And I'm just like, man, that's why he says, come to me like a child, because I'm looking at these kids worship and I'm like, that's why he wants us to come with him with the heart of a child, because they don't care what's happening. They don't care what happened yesterday. They just want to worship Jesus, and it's like their heart knows it. And it's just like, there's God right there.
And so it's that ability to interact with folks that are serving in a lot of different areas. And so we all come together. We're each part of the body, and we're different parts of the body, and we have different functions, but it's really neat to see us all come together and have that unity moving forward.